I must have started sewing when I was about 5 years old. Both of my grandmothers sewed. One was a garment sewer, one was an embroiderer and a painter, and I was exposed to sewing and embroidering and quilting from a very young age. I first learned about Bernina when I was in fashion design school. I went to FIDM in Los Angeles and graduated in '81. And one of my two really important mentors in this industry was Connie Crawford, who was still in this industry, and she sewed on a Bernina. She was the toughest teacher in school, and I was her favorite student, so we were a match made in heaven. And then when I lived in Hong Kong and I was working in a silk dress factory, I was working in the factory where Oscar de la Renta's silk dresses were being made, I ended up becoming friends and then roommates with his head pattern maker. And she had a Bernina, and she had a Bernina in the apartment. So we started working together on the Bernina, and actually, I don't know that I actually got to sew on it. She was Austrian, actually, and she was very particular. She was a couture-trained pattern maker and draper. She had worked for Halston and many big designers. So I just watched her, and I saw that look in her eye when she worked on the Bernina, and I thought, ooh, I want some of that. So I've been in the Bernina fashion show 3 times, and the very first time I was, of course, ecstatic to get in, and I was on the cover of the show book. And I came to Bernina and I said, hey, I'm in the fashion show. I would love to get involved with Bernina. I'd love to have a Bernina. And so that year I got my very first Bernina. And it was really an amazing experience. The very first time I sewed on it, I knew this was something really special. The very first time I sewed on it was just like everything fell into place. This is what I've been looking for. You know what I value the most about Bernina is that it's a family business, because I have a family business, and in today's business world, that's something that's really special and unique. When I went with the group to the factory in Switzerland, and of course we visited the home of the Olchis, and we really had that feeling that we were becoming part of that family. And going through the factory and meeting the workers and seeing the care that they use and making not just the machines but even the parts and the feet was something very special. I'm very happy to be representing a company that has those values of a family business, giving back to the community. That's something that's very important to me. Our business gives 2% of sales back to charity, to various international charities, from Doctors Without Borders to breast cancer research and environmental groups. But also, I appreciate that both Bernina and I and my company, that we like to support the industry, that we sponsor exhibits and artists, and I feel that I'm very aligned with the company in terms of how I view the right way to do business today.